Okay, good afternoon, everybody. My name is Donovan Sadiq. I am the Inland Empire Informer, and I'm going to inform you on an update and a promise that I made to you guys earlier last week. I said that I would be filing with the District Attorney's Office as well as the State Attorney General in regards to the amphitheater and the skate park. That's my lunch going off over there. You guys have had me working for the last 2 days in that my TV has been off and I have been posting, editing videos, writing excerpts, and attending events to the best of my knowledge. And the reason I do that is because I think that Moreno Valley and the Inland Empire is worth it. And sometimes you have to lead by example and actually get in there and actually show people how it's done. And of course, Kid Kerberos and the Edowitz are going to say we're the liars and we're all of this, but they're the ones always doing the backtracking. And then when they get their hand caught in a cookie jar, they have absolutely nothing at all to say. So those of you guys that know, I put an FPPC violation on criminal Victoria Baca, which she kept denying, and it turned out to be true. She kept denying that she was going to be in court, turned out to be true. If you guys remember that I reported that a few years ago. The complaint number is COM 1005201802052. And you can also email the complaint department at complaint@fppc.californiaca.gov if you got to do that. And the complaint is in regards to the accounting on his 460s. As you guys know, there is a significant amount of discrepancies on his 460s in regards to the accounting. On Facebook, he put out a message saying that it was just something very simple and they're going to correct it. Now, the problem with these people is they say one thing, and because they know how we are or how we were, they aren't going to do a damn thing because they knew we weren't going to do anything about it. So we're going to try to change that. So again, those of you guys that know me, it is a real complaint, and there's the real number. You can download the Riverside County Grand Jury Complaint form off the website, and I would strongly recommend doing that because it makes it a lot easier. Here's how you would do it. Gather your evidence, put it in a packet or whatever you need to do, burn it on a DVD or whatever, and make sure you get a receipt on all these things. That's why I read you guys the Cabrera's thing, because sometimes in government you submit something, and we know that the DA gets money from Edo, and you know what, donations go everywhere, and sometimes things aren't followed up. And I know it's kind of scary, you don't want to get involved, but you know, you got to get involved if you really want change to happen. But I strongly recommend doing the form at home. That way you could just go in, submit your stuff, get a receipt in a time state damp thing, and do it. And it's kind of a detailed thing, and this goes to the grand jury. You just fill it out. You tell them what the situation is as they ask, you know, list any other persons on the complaint form. The simple thing with these idiots in Moreno Valley City Hall is everything is on staff and it's on record. And, you know, I took a picture of the skate park thing, and basically the employee and the officials that I named in my complaint was the city manager, the city lawyer, city attorney, and the city council members Baca, Gutierrez, and Cabreras, because the other two have been X'd out. So a Brown Act violation and the appropriation of tax dollars against the city municipal code, the other two don't really have anything to do because they weren't there, but it's obviously there's a violation. And of course, at the end of the thing, you're going to sign it under penalty of perjury or whatever. Now, as a citizen, if you submit this stuff and the DA says, well, there's nothing here to it, you didn't create perjury. It's just there's not enough evidence for him to do anything, him or her to do anything. And with this DA, he basically wants you to Scooby-Doo the whole thing and solve the mystery for him before he takes any action, because he gets a lot of his money from Highland Fairview. But so that's been submitted. I put in the mail today the thing to the Attorney General, and hopefully I'll get something back on that. And of course, I kept copies of everything that I need in case I need to resubmit it to make sure it goes there. So you guys know that know me that I don't bluff, and I mean what I say. And we're going to clean up this city if it takes years, and so far it has taken years. We've been fighting these battles for 6 years. Last night I wrote, and I went to the forum at the church last night in regards to candidates, and a lot of people kind of can see why it's important to stand up for your rights, because if you go to the link on the church's website and the link didn't work, which you had to go to the Facebook page, even if you go and you click on the link, there's a loud hum that goes all the way through it, which is why it is so important in a public setting to let other people record what is going on, because for those of you guys that were there last night, I got into a small altercation with the moderator, and he says, "Oh, we got it, and oh, we're live streaming it. I don't want any video photography." Their live stream sucked. It sucked. There's a loud hum throughout it. That is why it is so important that you do not surrender your rights when you know what your rights are. And just because he's in a position of authority, I didn't want to assert his authority, but the fact is he didn't know the law. Just because it's your personal church, once you open it up to the public, it is now a public event, and I had to let him know that, and then he kind of had to back down because, it is what it is. And I'm kind of glad that I was able to get the videos that I did get, because there's no hum to it. So if you're ever at an event, please, if you want to record, make sure you do so, because when one entity is recording, you don't know if they're editing it, you don't know what's going on. That's what happens at our city council meetings, because nobody else is recording in the room but them. So know your rights, apply your rights. A lot of Americans have died to ensure that you have that right. So, yeah. But yes, that is done. We're on our way. I will keep you guys updated in regards to what is going to go on with this. Somebody is going to get either a fine, a slap on the wrist in regards to the FPPC, and hopefully, if they're smart, some resignations need to happen, or some people are going to start to go to jail. And I'm going to warn you guys again. Everybody, a lot of people, not everybody, a lot of people who have been associated with Highland Fairview and these Edoids have either gone to jail, lost their reputations, have been humiliated, and have actually left the area because of their association with Highland Fairview and these bad tactics that they use. So you've been warned. I always say this. I'm Donovan Sadiq. I'm the Inland Empire Informer. You've just now been informed. It's a 30-day, less than 30 days racing out. Buckle up, brace for impact.